So I met him on Tinder.
Tinder.
I know. I was at the point that's so depressed that I felt so bad about myself.
The story's not even halfway done.
Yeah.
Crazy.
So we kind of broke up for a week, and he made me like cry, like be so depressed. Like he made me feel like the most
Young living every day, giving it to you and cutting straight. YLE said it. Yeah, that's right. I said it. Now listen, y'all, this video is about this girl. She spent 10K on this man she met on Tinder. Let's find out how the whole thing happened and how things transpired, how they ended. Let's dive into it.
So I met him on Tinder.
Tinder. Okay.
I downloaded this app, like it was fucking weird, whatever. And I met him on Tinder, whatever, we matched. He said, let's meet up somewhere. He said, I'm gonna rent a beach house. You can go there. So he rented a beach house. I went with Leah.
That was literally the first experience.
Yes.
Wow.
So we went to a beach house. I invited like my family and stuff like that too. Like not family, like my brothers. They're cool. So we went there. I met this dude. He was kind of cool.
Now, before we continue, right? I think she's Latina, so she got an accent. She didn't say bitch. She said beach house. But that's just how they pronounce it sometimes if they, But this is the thing. She said she met a guy off Tinder. This is like skipping steps, not understanding. In America, Tinder sucks for most guys. Most girls just use Tinder to finesse dudes. So as a guy, say you're meeting up a girl on Tinder that's decent looking as a young girl, you probably got a profile that's a lot better than most guys. You probably look better than most guys. You probably got a profile to implement a nice lifestyle that separates you from most men on Tinder. But this is a woman assuming attraction without actually saying what kind of profile he had. But let's continue, y'all.
And whatever we're talking, he mentioned a few comments like, hey, you will ever date a guy who's married? I was like, no, I will never do that. I'm not going to destroy a family and blah, blah, blah. So I started to get to know this guy for like 5 months or something like that. And he was a psychopath. Like, he had my location every single time. If I shut it off, he would just like start texting me, busting my phone. He would show up everywhere I was at. If I go to a club with Leah, he'd just be outside or watching me from a mile away.
I believe in a guy having boundaries and standards, but popping up on a girl and watching every move that she doing. If you got to do all that, you don't need to be with that girl. That's just over the top. That's weird. That's stalkerish. Yeah, that's bad. Let's continue.
Literally fucking psycho.
In the club talking about the next day he'll text and be like, oh, I was in the corner watching you guys the whole time.
He was at everywhere we're at. I had cameras in my apartment. I live by myself, so I'm kind of always trying to be secure. He had my camera passwords. No way. Yeah. He will watch us recording the whole thing. Like, not like watch us talking.
Listening to
and listen to it, to our conversations every single time.
And I'm the last bitch you want to listen to because I'll be talking crazy.
Crazy stuff. Like, it was some crazy, like, psychopath shit.
Now, as a guy, you record everything they say in conversation. Yeah, you got some serious issues that you need to iron out. Dating don't need to be your thing. You need to go see a psychiatrist. Get you some help. You need to get evaluated. Exactly. And then you heard what the other girl said. Her friend in the background talking about some, because you don't want to listen to my conversation because I'll be saying some crazy stuff. You could look at her and clearly tell that she's a bad influence as far as a friend. I'm really good at scanning people and looking. I don't even know this good, but I can guarantee you I know what kind of woman she is. Don't take life too serious. Always get her way. Play with guys. Put guys in different categories. This guy do this for me. This guy do that for me. Just live a carefree life on easy mode because she think it's going to be like that forever. Her friend, that is. But let's continue.
All right. A few questions for you. I wrote it down. The first one, how old was the guy?
He was like Leah's age, like 29.
Okay.
He's like 29, Muslim 29.
What was the race?
Muslim. He's from Yemen.
Yemen?
Yeah, Yemenin. Or whatever you say it in English. Yemen?
German?
Yemen?
No, not German.
Yemen?
No, Yemen.
Oh, Yemen. Okay.
Yes, Muslim.
So you said you rented a beach house for you.
No, he was with like a couple of his cousins.
So he was with his brother, one of his one of his siblings and cousins. So, and he invited me, and then I brought Leah
Like,
and some of my
we
family.
didn't stay the night or anything. It was like
No.
they had like their own beach house.
Yeah.
They invited us out. We went out there for the day.
Yeah, we went out there for the day.
Translation. I don't want to be standing on camera that I smashed his friend. Notice how she said that. We didn't stay for the night. Translation. I ain't stay over there and get banged by his brother the first time we met him and all that stuff. You gotta peep the indirect stuff way they be talking, y'all. But let's continue.
All right, how long you have been doing this? How long you been doing this with this guy? How long it lasted it?
That lasted for like 5 months or something like that, but it was like a roller
Was it
coaster.
only 5 months?
It was like 5
So that
months.
shit
It
got
felt like
deep.
forever.
It got deep.
I know. I was at the point that so depressed that I felt so bad about
The
myself.
story's not even halfway done.
Yeah.
This shit gets crazy.
It gets crazier because
Continue, please.
after he was doing all this psychopath shit,
Notice how her friend is sitting there laughing and smiling. See how she liked this roller coaster, toxic, chaotic stories. This stuff aroused them. I can guarantee you, not only is she toxic, her friend toxic as well. See how she's smiling at this, think everything is a game, is this Candyland? She very toxic too, chaotic, careless, like I said. But let's continue.
I felt so bad because like Muslim people, they usually don't have any credit history, and I had a very great credit. I was like,
God, she's
hey,
about to get into it.
I'm gonna open that credit card on your name, but on my line, so with my credit history.
Okay.
So I decided to open it, not regular card, American Express Gold card with no credit limit.
Before I get into the credit limit, she said Muslim guys typically have bad credit. I don't know about that. I can't speak on that. That might be her anecdotal experience because a lot of Arabics own a lot of different things, but I'm not sure about how they credit are. But for her to say that they typically got bad credit, I like to believe that she got a thing for Arabic guys, Muslims, you know what I'm saying? And these are the type of men that she typically date to actually know this. And then she says she opened up a credit card for him with no credit limit on it. How long have you known this guy? This not your husband. It's not a man you with, but you open up a credit line. You said he got bad credit, but you got good credit. And then you open up your credit card line for him and got him an unlimited gold card. I'm telling you, that's what I'm trying to tell y'all. Y'all paying $400 to go on dates with girls. Meanwhile, they meeting guys and not even 6 months later, showing that he got poor credit and he can open up a credit line on her account unlimited. Let's continue.
Okay.
So I decided to do that. He got the credit card, and then he was buying all this expensive shit like Dior, Louis Vuitton, and all this crazy shit. And then he would say that it was for me.
Wasn't going to her. She didn't get it.
It wasn't going to me. He was like, I got you this for Christmas, for your birthday. Like, this man didn't even show up on my birthday. Like, he was apparently in the hospital. He got a whole heart attack. He made up this shit. And the crazy shit is that I believe him everything. That was the crazy part.
Are you dumb?
I think she's dumb. I think she's dumb. Are you?
I don't know this dude, but I'm willing to bet. If you guys ever seen the Tinder Swindler documentary on Netflix about the guy that was finessing all these girls and he was on Tinder, ain't it coincident that this guy was on Tinder just like the other dude on the documentary, and he taking her through these manipulative changes, he taking her credit card and using it. I can guarantee this guy watched Tinder Swindler because a lot of the stuff he's doing sounds very similar to what that guy was doing. But let's continue.
And all this thing, and it's been going back and forth, back and forth. I received a message of this random lady, and it was apparently his sister, but it wasn't his sister. Then I don't know where we broke up because he said I was like being a slut, like hitting other guys and stuff like that. Because again, I couldn't have no boys contacts on my phone or my Snapchat or any social media. No man that it wasn't my family, he couldn't be there. He would go through every single night through my phone. If there's a man he doesn't know, phone number he doesn't know, he will ask me questions. And made me fucking feel like a fucking slut shame shit like that. So we kind of broke up for a week. And he made me like cry, like be so depressed. Like he made me feel like the most slutty ass bitch ever. Like it was a crazy shit. And even Leah reached out to him.
I mended the situation.
She tried.
I tried. I mended it. You guys got back together after that. But he fed me bullshit too. Bro. He was the worst person. Like, he told me she was so heartbroken. So I I hate talking about this. She was so heartbroken. So I I talked to him. I reached out to him. I tried to like fix the situation. I did fix the situation. But this motherfucker had the nerve to like sit there and be like, what was this, like August or something that this happened? And her birthday's October. And he was like, oh, I was going to take her to Turkey, which is like her dream place to go to. She like really wants to go to Turkey. Like that's her dream destination. He's like, oh, I was going to take her to Turkey and propose to her. This is before she even knows that he's married. She finds this out after the fact. So she gets back with him. I didn't tell her like every little detail because I'm not going to like blow up his spot. Like obviously this dude wants to do all this like shit for you. But I was just like, I mended the situation. They like worked it out again for then down the line for this bitch to find out.
Yeah.
That he's actually fucking married with kids and just lying about every fucking thing that comes out of his mouth. He was...
So we basically went to the biggie and then we went...
Hold on, man. Listen. I'm not sure, but notice she said, I didn't want to tell her everything because I didn't want to blow up the spot. How you so invested like they broke up and you calling him trying to amend their relationship? When do a woman that's taking another woman's side in the society we live in, when women always take women's side when things go bad with men, it's gonna call the guy and trying to amend the relationship? And then she said, like I said, that she didn't want to say everything. I'm convinced that it's a possibility he might have stroked her on the low and she don't know. That girl seemed real sneaky. The one with the smile on her face, her friend. You can't, as a woman, you can't trust no girl like her, man. She just seemed real sneaky. But let's continue.
To like a photo booth and we took a bunch of pictures. One of them, like we were kind of like kissing and whatever, past 3 days. And then I received a message from this lady saying, hey, I found these pictures in this person's pocket. I'm his wife.
Whoa.
And I'm like, I didn't respond. So this guy had me like all manipulated. Like I took a screenshot and sent it to him. And he said, oh, don't answer that. That's my dad making a fake account. He just found our pictures and blah, blah, blah. And I believe him.
That was your dad?
His dad?
His dad.
Because he used to also like play this card that like, what did he used to tell you? That he couldn't like stay over? Like
he couldn't stay over because of his dad always
he
watching
was like living
him.
with his family or whatever. Supposedly he used to like live with it. At his age, he used to say that. I mean, no shade. Because it doesn't matter where you live, no matter how old you are. Everybody's timing's different. But 29 years old, he's like, oh, I live in my family's house and I can't spend the night with you and this, that, and the third, or like just like do like the extra time with you because with his religion, is that what it is? Or whatever it is?
Muslim religion.
Yeah. He's like, I have to be married. My woman has to be a virgin. Like just a bunch of like bullshit. So he's like, my family's like going to be, they can't find out that I'm talking to you. So like he pulled that card constantly.
Now I will say in that, in the Arabic community, that is a thing where they're not supposed to be, living with you and stuff like that unless y'all married, and the woman is supposed to be a virgin. However, he probably did use that to sidetrack the fact that he was married living with a woman. And it's funny, like I said, back to what I said, you see how her friend is smiling? She's so engaged in it. It's almost like she like him too. Like I said, I'm gonna repeat it. I will not be surprised if she got stroked by him too. You too invested. It's weird. But let's continue.
And I'll believe him because I was like very in love, or I thought I was in love.
Dominant love.
Yeah, and then whatever, this lady texted me, I sent him the screenshot and he said that's whatever my dad. And he came back and forth. I decided to respond to her.
Okay.
And he said, stop texting her. Give me your information from Instagram. I'll text to her. Like, we're going to text back and forth. And I saw them. He was basically, through my Instagram, denying we ever had like a relationship. And I just stuck along with it. At the point that he told me, you could be my second wife. And at the point, I was okay with that. I was okay to be his second wife.
So you're okay to be his second wife?
Yeah. I was okay. At that point, I was like, it's fine. I'm going to be close as her, whatever. And all these things. And he matched up all my credit cards. And it was like matched up so crazy that it was like I could be $2,000 of me and he could be spending $5,000. So I would get like crazy interest shit. And until this day, I still paying the interest that he fucking matched up all my credit cards.
Emotional damage.
The dick did that.
Now, She said he maxed out her credit card, but she said she got him a credit card with no limit on it. Anyways, let's continue.
And he just some crazy shit. And I spoke to this lady, and I snitched on him every single little thing.
So that yeah dated, you say like 5 months. What
Yeah,
made
like
you
5 months.
what made you get so attached to this guy? What
He
made
knew
you
what
like,
to tell me. He knows what to tell me. He knew what I wanted to hear. I wanted to be married by 27. I want to have kids by 29. I don't want to like care, like be so worried about money. I want to be like fully comfortable. He knew telling me, hey, I own a smoke shop. I have multiple. I got money, and you will never have to worry about that. Like, it's not about being interested in money. I'm the kind of girl, I would love to live in 80s. I would be a housewife, take care of the kids, stay home. You're the man, you would take the bread and stuff like he knows what I want in my life, you know? I have goals and I want to meet them.
That right there sounds like the talking point of a woman from Latin America. I don't know if it's Central America, South America, or maybe the Caribbean part. It could be Puerto Rico, Cuba. I'm not sure where she's from, but definitely Latin America for sure with that mindset. Now the part she talking about how he was smooth and had game. Now, game under the pretenses that you found him attractive. See, women have a type or archetype. It's a kind of guy that they like. And if you don't meet that guideline, it don't matter what you say. It ain't that he was just saying the right stuff. He was the archetype of the guy that you was into. The initial attraction and genuine desires was off the meter. That's what it was. That was the number one thing. Then it was probably what he said that added on to the initial attraction, genuine desire. He displayed a perceived lifestyle of being able to provide and protect, and she went for it. That's what it came down to. But again, like the Tinder swindler did, what did he do? He portrayed a lifestyle of having money to lure girls in. But let's continue.
And he knew what to say. He knew telling me, I'll take you to Turkey. Blah, blah, blah. And all these things. We're going to move to Turkey, actually. We're going to have kids at Turkey. That's my fucking dream. He knows what to tell me. You know, he's very nice with our talk. So that was pretty much it. I fall for him so crazy because he knows how to talk.
So what made you leave the relationship?
I realized, hey, I should like own my own value. I know everything. I don't know. I just wait.
So you realized you were not in Turkey, you were still in America.
Wait, what?
I said you realized you were not in Turkey, you were still in America.
Right. I'm still gonna go to Turkey, you know. We're going to Turkey eventually, but you know. So it was a wake up call. I was like, this man doesn't deserve me. He's not.
Wow.
He's nobody. He just a useless piece of shit man.
So, is that your ex, the recent one?
I don't count it as my ex. It was never official.
Is it a recent guy you dated it?
We kind of dated, yeah, but it wasn't an official thing.
Are you guys still talking? You guys still in touch?
But
Hell no.
technically,
No.
it's your ex too, because if the guy
guess.
made you really
I mean,
want him,
you guys
I
had
guess.
sex?
Huh?
You guys had sex?
Why does that matter? I guess we were like very attached with each other. I guess, yes.
Good dick.
See how they like to side talk? She's so embarrassed about what happened. She don't even want to acknowledge the fact that that was typically a relationship. You gave him a credit line from your credit that you currently still paying off the debt that he accumulated on a card of a credit line that you opened up to him. So with all that going on back and forth, you would say that y'all were together, but she don't want to say that. Then he asked, was y'all having sex? And she said, why you got to ask that? See how she smiled? See how, and then she started trying to side talk what he said. You got to pay attention, man. They speak real indirect, man. They don't like to be embarrassed. I tell y'all that all the time. Women will lie to not be embarrassed, bro. Not all women, but these women, sometimes they will they will burn your bridges down to remove themselves from embarrassment. Understand that, y'all. But let's continue.
Okay, so
I guess it will
he's your
count
ex.
as an ex.
Yeah, he's your ex.
I guess we have to
I
count.
count
So-
her as a nobody person.
That's fine. That's your calendar, but people see
But he was
see
trying
as
to marry
ex.
you, so I guess that's an ex.
Damn.
It's a pretty tough situation.
Wait,
when
my
I knew,
question was like, are you guys still in touch?
No,
Do you guys
I
talk?
mean, I'm
Is it
sure,
trying to?
No, I'm sure if I text him, he will reply back.
Of course, yeah.
I'm sure of that, and probably the wife will start asking me questions and stuff like that. But no,
So I mean, so you say he was married. How many kids?
he got 4 kids. And the crazy thing, he will be smoking. One time he smoked and came to my house and he was like, my son names is this. I was like, stop lying, bro. You have no fucking kids. Ain't no way you have no kids. And then 2 months later, he had exactly 4 names. He told me about it.
Oh, so he didn't lie.
How did you find out he had kids though?
So the wife reached out to me. And then she told me, we have 4 kids. These are their names, whatever. And I was like, that's crazy. And then I didn't even confront him because he didn't have the balls to talk to me in person. He just texted me everything. And I said, you have this many kids? And then he said, yeah, I do. And that's it. That's how everything is supposed. Like, that's crazy.
So after you confronted him, were you guys still talking after that?
By text. Everything was by text.
By text.
He didn't have the balls to tell me in the face.
Okay.
Like, start texting.
He told you what it was up front. He told you, he came in and said he had 4 kids. You didn't want to believe him. And now you're trying to say that he lied when he told you what it was. If a man tell you he got 4 kids, why would you go behind that and say, oh, you lying, stop playing? What guy's going to be like, I don't have any kids, but no, I got 4 kids. Like, that's going to make his sexual market value get higher and you're going to be more attracted to him. Why would a man lie and add more kids to himself if you don't have to? This dude definitely had her gone for real. He had her gone strong. Y'all, let's continue.
So you said something, you were willing to be the second wife.
I was like, I feel at some point I was like brainwashed. Like, again, if I would look at the guy like I'm doing right now, eye contact, he'll make me feel I'm cheating on him. At that point, he would literally go through my phone and go through very old, like a year, 2 year messages and ask me like, what happened here? It made me feel that I was cheating on him, even though this happened like 2 years ago.
And you felt
You got old messages in your phone from 2 years ago. In that case, most guys would think you cheating. Why you still got old messages from guys in your phone from 2 years ago? That's very suspicious. Just as if a woman looked through a man's phone even though she's not supposed to, and she found messages in a man's phone from 2 years ago, she's going to assume that he's still smashing that girl. So that's very suspicious. Yeah, you think you're cheating. And on top of that, how can a man make you feel like you're cheating if you're not really cheating? How can he make you feel like you're cheating if you're not actually cheating? You must have been doing something that you ain't had no business doing that you're ashamed to say in this interview. That don't make sense at all. But let's continue, y'all.
like that too.
And I felt it. I believe him.
Wow.
I felt that I was like, I did talk with guys and
That
stuff
boy was
like
good.
that. But still, it wasn't.
Wow.
I was just in love, I guess, or I thought I was
He
in love.
painted you the dream picture.
Wow.
Yeah, he knew again. He knew. Even his wife told me. She texted me and she say, "He's very good with words."
Mm-hmm.
I give him that.
And that's why the wife doesn't leave.
I mean, they don't leave because of their situation.
She don't have any other option.
No, before she said the wife she ain't have any other option. I mean, she's smart. She got 4 kids by him and she married. Why would she leave now? It just wouldn't make sense. It wouldn't make sense for her to leave now. It'd be more smart for her to stay. And that's what the wife is doing. But no, she said, I was talking to other dudes. See, now the truth is starting to come out. Now, dude is weak. Dude is psychotic with stalking y'all and being able to have an audio to hear and see y'all talking and hear all y'all conversation, all that other weird stuff. However, you were talking to other dudes while you were talking to him, which would make a guy want to act extra. See, the truth started to come out more they talk, man. You weren't no innocent bystander at all. You currently talking to guys, but you got messages, threads in your phone from 2 years ago. Let's continue.
Just to say it's with-
Wait, was the guy rich? He had a little bit of money?
He's
No,
a
but when you're
nobody.
Muslim, it's like they don't really leave their husband for nothing.
He made me think that he got money, but apparently he doesn't have shit.
Damn, that's a lot of work though.
I don't even know. Well,
I don't know how people
he
do
will
that
take
shit.
me to dinner. He will pay for everything. He will pay for every single little thing.
That's fine. That's what a man's supposed to do.
That's what a man's supposed to do,
that's
right?
fine.
So,
That's not
but
new.
it
Yeah.
was like whatever. But yeah,
So is that true that women like liars?
it's not,
But you guys go after those type
How
of guys
no?
though.
Me personally, if I meet you,
Yeah.
I don't beat around the bush for nothing. I hate beating around the bush. Like, I'm gonna tell you how it is. I'm very honest with you. You got that in the first 30 minutes that we hung out. I don't
Yeah.
sugarcoat shit. And I would
know if you're
I
playing.
would respect the man more if he just didn't beat around the bush.
Yeah.
Like, not even to sound like I'm like no hoe shit or nothing, but like, if I'm grown, I'm a grown ass woman. So a one night stand is a one night stand. Who gives a fuck, right?
Yeah,
If
yeah.
I met a man and he told me these are his not even expectations, because I don't meet a man's expectations,
Mm-hmm.
but this is all he was looking for, I would respect him more for just not beating around the bush.
Yeah.
Okay, we meet at a bar. I'm just trying to fuck tonight. Okay, cool. I'm not fucking you. Simple.
Yeah.
But don't lie to me.
Yeah.
Don't like paint me like, oh, I'm trying to get to know you. Let me get your number. Like, if that's all that your intention is, let's leave it at that and give me the chance to decide if I want to do that. I'm a grown ass woman. I can do whatever the fuck I feel like doing.
But see how she said, give her a chance to say that. This is the same thing that a lot of girls say. Well, give us a chance to make that decision. I'm not saying they wrong for that, but there's only one decision you're going to make most of the time. Unless a guy is extremely attractive, more attractive than most dudes, he's really charismatic and charming, and he can make you feel something instantly when he hit the room. He got this superpower that most men don't have. It's the only way he gonna get away with that. Most guys are gonna get disqualified the moment they start telling you, "Oh, I just want to have sex." So when you say, "Give me a chance to make a choice," there is no choice. The only choice is you disqualify him. Most men know that. Y'all can't accept the truth. That's why they're gonna lie to you. Is it right? No, but I'm just saying what they will do. I think the moment that women start being able to handle the truth more so, men will be more open to tell the truth. I think the guys should tell the truth, but they want to have sex. They're going to lie. Let's continue.
Well, but what do you think men do that though? They try to kind of lie.
Yeah, I
Because-
think because they feel like most women aren't down for it. I don't want to say down for it, but yeah, like
That's facts though.
down for it. Yeah, I guess. Like they
Y'all
think
not.
that women are just like, they want the whole like, oh, let me get to know you, let me take you out.
do.
Okay, no, that's nice. Of course, if there's like potential behind it.
Yeah.
But if there isn't, just be real about what your intentions are. And if I'm with it, I'm with it. If I'm not, I'm not.
Yeah. Let me just be honest with you. It's kind of hard for men to be real because the probability of them getting what they want being real is super low. They can't be real. That's why, guys, even the guy that you dated, I'm pretty sure if you would give him an option to be like,
I don't think it's a low probability. I don't think they give it a shot.
no, most women that you
I mean,
meet,
you ain't never met a bitch like me. No, I'm kidding.
no, I get it.
She said, she put it out there. Listen, I will. You ain't never met a B like me. Now you can tell, like I told you, you can look at her and tell she get around smiling, carefree, have sex with who she want. She's saying, man, she tell the truth. Well, I would say this if I was on the show. Look in your phone right now and look at the guys that you got in the friend zone. Why don't you tell all them that you just leading them on and using them to extract attention and validation from them while you chasing after the guys you really like? Why don't you be honest and tell men the truth about that? I agree that men should tell the truth, but women should tell the men the truth too. What their intentions is, I don't really take you serious. I'm putting you in a friend zone and you just in a category and I just use you for this specifically, but this is the guys I really like. That's the real. Now, like I said, back to what I was saying, she's saying, oh yeah, they ain't never gonna be like you. Now, if it do happen, she got a type. They have an archetype. You have to be that archetype. You got to be damn near perfect. When you come to them, you got to be on point. You got to be their archetype. You got to know how to make them feel a certain way. You got to know how to execute, how to talk, how to deliver your words. It's a lot of different things got to be in play before that happen. I'm not saying you got to have a whole bunch of money, but what I am saying is you have to be that guy to make them want to leave instantly. Very few guys can do that. She trying to dress it up and make it seem like it's easy. It ain't as easy as she make it. It depends on the guy. He has to be that archetype. But let's continue.
I get it. You might be different. In general, most women, if you come up to women, be like, yo, I just want to fuck.
I mean, it
just
doesn't
wanna
have to be like that straightforward. Like, you don't have to be like on some disrespectful shit. But like, just lay out what your intentions are when you meet a
Right.
woman.
Be
You
clear
can
about
meet
it.
a woman at a bar and be super respectful to her, and also be like, okay, I'm not looking for anything. Like, we're both grown. If I met you at a bar and we clicked it off and we're hanging out for 2 hours just talking, and you were like, hey, I'm not really looking for nothing, but like, I wouldn't mind like taking you home and like having a good time. That's a whole different conversation.
Oh, so it's just like you have to use your words wisely.
I
pretty
mean,
much.
everything is about, it's not what you say, it's how
It's
you
how you
say it.
How you say it.
Always,
Okay, I agree.
yeah.
I agree.
Now to them. She talking about just, hey, just be a guy. Just go up to, hey, girl, listen. I ain't looking for anything serious, but I'd like to take you home and have a good time. Let's be real. How many times that's gonna work as a dude? You go out tonight and tell a girl that you might get drinks thrown in your face. You might get socked. She might call you a stalker. She might say you did the R word to her. Walking up to a woman, first time meeting her, regular dude talking about some, you know what I'm saying? I'm not looking for anything. Hey, I'm not looking for anything serious, but I like to take you home and have a good time. What is the chances that's gonna happen? Like I said already, they try to line y'all up to say this because they just want to see what your intentions is so they can disqualify you. But when y'all talking to us, why don't y'all tell us what y'all intentions are then? Why don't y'all just be honest and be like, look, why don't you just tell a guy, listen, man, I don't really like you like that. I just think you a friend. I just want to talk to you sometime because the guy that I'm currently getting stroked by, he don't give me no attention and validation. So I want to talk to you to make me feel better about him not giving me the communication I want. Why don't they be honest and say that? Why don't y'all tell the truth? You know what? I ain't never gonna have sex with you, but you can take me out and spend some money on me. I don't need to see you as a friend, a good time. You know what? Delivery driver, I ain't never gonna give you a chance a day. But you know what? When I need you to come deliver something, I got your number so you can come to my house and deliver it to me and I'll pay you in cash. Why don't you be honest about what y'all intentions are? That's all I'm saying. Man, be honest and women be honest about their intentions, man. That's some BS right there. But listen, y'all, that's all I gotta say about this video. But before I get out of here, let's be on our purpose. Let's be on our grind. Let's get the money on point. Let's get the mind on point. Let's get the body on point. Develop them social skills. And last but not least, get you a passport and travel to a destination of your liking. Because once you see it, you can't unsee it. One more thing I'm going to say. Listen, check this out. Dude's paying $200 to $400 to take a girl on a date, and this guy's being able to get sex from a girl and utilize her credit and get her to be a second wife. Let that sink in your head. Like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what y'all think about this video. Comments. Let me know y'all opinions about what happened. Tell a friend, then tell another friend. Listen, I'll see you in the next video. I'm out.
Yeah, got the streets on fire, feel the heat, the Wayne Wade. Ain't never had no handouts, put in work, I'm self-made. Superhero strength, I got the power, Luke Cage. Flexing on them haters like Drake. This is real rap.